So this is actually going to be my third grease gun. One of my grease guns does not have one of these air release valves. So when you have to put a new tube of grease in there, and if it's got air in it, it just never has primed right, and it's a pain to use. Another one that I had did have it, but it absolutely made a mess, and it never quite worked right. And I was recommended this by a friend of mine, and because I grease lots of stuff. I've got skid steers, I got backloaders, I've got tractors, and I've got my cars and trucks, and I mean, there's a million things that I use grease guns for. So this is what they said was going to work. It's got a comfortable grip, increased stability, flexible hose included, uses standard 12-ounce grease cartridges, 18-inch flex, and 8,000 PSI. But it also comes with one of these long extension and also the 5-inch bend pipe. But I'm just going to be using this regular rubber piece here. Let's go ahead and get this box open. All right, so now that I got it out of its plastic, you can see all the actual pieces here. We've got the straight pipe with this connection here. We've also got the connection that's going to be able to push in there. And then we've got the hose, which I've already installed and used a 13 millimeter to get that attached. They do provide you with a multi-purpose lithium grease here. I'm actually going to end up using a different one. I'm sure this is good, but I'm kind of particular about my grease. To go ahead and load it, we're going to take this and pull it all the way out. Then we're going to go ahead and unscrew this head. It's really nice to have this rubber piece here. My other ones also didn't have that. Take the plastic end out and go ahead and insert it into the actual grease gun. And then you can take this cap off. Now when you're going to be putting this back in, make sure that you don't tighten it all the way. We're actually going to release some air before we get this thing tightened all the way. You can actually see that there's a couple threads left. So I'm going to go ahead and release the spring to start giving it some pressure and releasing some of the air out the top. Now that I got it loaded, I ended up pushing into this little ball bearing to let some of the air out, and you'll see a little bit of grease come out too. Started also pumping it until I got the grease to come out of the top of the gun here. And now she's ready to go. She's locked and loaded. Now this right here is a little cap that's going to stay on there. I just got everything cleaned up. That's about the mess that I made, which is super minimal. And I'm going to see how long I can actually keep this grease gun not greasy. We'll see how long that lasts, but so far I really like it. I like the way that it feels. This grip is nice. This is a game changer here from when you're grabbing it. So far, so good.